We're going to turn our attention now to some other news, and there are some new late-breaking details this afternoon coming from the investigation into Philip Garrido. He, of course, is the man who's accused of kidnapping Jaycee Dugard some 18 years ago.
David Begnaud is there live where the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Department just wrapped up a press conference. What did they tell us, David?
Palace, at 4:30 this afternoon, we were told that investigators have found a bone fragment. Now, the question now is the bone fragment that of a human being or an animal? That is unknown. It's being tested at this hour. But it was found in the backyard of Philip Garrido's neighbor. At one point, we are told that Philip Garrido actually lived in this backyard, in his neighbor's backyard, in what is believed to be, Carl, if we pan left here, that red shed right there. You see that? At some point, a man who owned the property, an elderly gentleman, became ill. And we are told that Garrido was his caretaker of sorts and was actually living in that shed. Investigators confirmed that today. Now we're actually showing you video, new pictures into CBS 13 of Philip Garrido's backyard. Today, investigators were back in the backyard, a fortress of sorts that investigators say was actually hell on earth for Jaycee Dugard and her two children. Today, investigators back in there with cadaver dogs. But really, the surprise of the day, not coming from the backyard of Garrido, it's coming from his neighbor's backyard, where this afternoon, investigators say they have in fact found a fragment of bone. They are just trying to determine now whether it is human or animal. Take a listen to investigators who spoke around 4:30 this afternoon.
Fragment was found. It was found on the neighbor's property at 1540. It was a small bone fragment. And as you know, Philip Garrido had access to that property, and we know that he used that property, and it looks like he lived on a shed there. So we're taking that bone back.
Today, Philip Garrido's home was actually condemned by city officials, deemed unsafe to be inhabited, and so no one is going to be allowed to live there from here on out. Now, coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, an amazing perspective. We go 30 feet up on a special lift of sorts to give you an inside perspective into Philip Garrido's backyard. Plus, you're also going to hear from a neighbor who invited Garrido to a party in 2006. Find out what she says he did at the party that forced her to ask him to leave. We'll have more of that tonight at 6. Back to you.
Seems like an onion with a lot of layers, and they keep being peeled every day. All right, thanks a lot for that, David. See you at 6. Today, we're also seeing our first pictures of Jaycee's two girls. You're looking at a picture of an 11-year-old Angel, and on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, 15-year-old Starlet. Of course, we have altered these pictures so you could not see their faces. The picture was taken while the two were at a neighbor's party just days before they showed up to the Concord Police Department.